Okay, so Tsuyo is getting ready, and I don't know about Jay, so I'm just gonna say it. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. It is I, the one anime dude slash JCVA. I don't know where the others are, but yeah, it's been a while since I've done an interview with people. Sadly, Kiri and Gara are not in this thing right yet, or not yet at least, because I want to do this solo for a bit. I have more planned actually. Hold on. By the way, all right, bet. Send it to me later. But what's that? Okay. Jay has entered the thing. Welcome to the show. I'm gonna change my thing. I'm gonna be unprofessional real quick. Give me a sec. To crop this. And Suyo's here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Tsuyo and J Music to the stream. There. Yeah, we can hear you. Can y'all hear him? All right, congratulations. You guys are the first of the new name of my podcast series. Wait, you guys, hold on, no one can. Oh, wait, shit, hold up. All right, I forgot to unmute my desktop audio. Guys, say something now.
Oh my goodness, this man goofy.
My God.
Okay,
Who's on the stream right now?
Jay, say hi to the audience.
Hi, audience.
Okay, so
Shut the
it's
fuck
it's glad to have you guys on the show. So let's get started. So, what do you guys consider yourselves? Like nerdcore rappers, rappers in general, or internet personality?
Jay, you go ahead.
Bro, how do you like it to dodge? You gonna dodge the question?
Eating.
Well, for me personally, I consider myself. I don't like to say a rapper, or I usually used to say singer a lot, but I do too much. So I typically like to just balance it out with like just calling myself a nerdcore artist. So I mean, I like to make jokes. I'm also a meme.
Yes, we know. If you guys
Facts.
see, know Jay via Twitter, he is a meme in the nerdcore community.
If you see I don't know if they see my face right now. I don't know.
Yes,
If they
they can. Yes, they can.
All right. So if you see someone doing this, that's most likely me. If you see my face, the one that you're currently seeing, yes, this beautiful specimen right there. Nah, I was playing. But if you see that on a Tyrannosaurus Rex, avoid it at all costs.
Oh no. All right, what about you,
This,
Suya?
this,
What do you
this,
consider
I have it
yourself?
bad. Yeah, eat your breakfast.
I I consider myself it's like an artist in general because I didn't start out making nerdcore per se. I got into nerdcore like around last year, summertime, same time as Jay and like pretty much most of our friends. Time. So I used to be an emo rapper. I still am, so I shouldn't even say that I used to be.
Yeah, awesome.
But yeah, I just consider myself an artist, honestly. I just make what I like want to make, you know?
Yeah, I understand. All right, so when did you guys start? Oh wait, you get kind of answered that. Well, like, what year did you start making music? Basically.
2020.
Me, it was um. There was actually a group of us that started together. I probably heard of them. I Lost Sage, Divine Legend, Deca. Was one more, but I don't think he makes music anymore. I don't know, but yeah, we all started around 2020. Actually, I think around now is actually the first time we ever dropped a track. Now that I think it was today that we dropped our first track. I don't remember, but yeah, it
Because
was either today or yesterday.
I think because Jay, the first rap you did was an Issei rap on your channel, and Tsuyo, you have a few of your old raps on unlisted. What was your first?
Yeah, in a playlist.
Yeah. What
First
was your first
nerdcore rap
nerdcore?
was Shinra. Yeah, it was a Shinra rap. No one has really seen that because they don't know I have a playlist of my old raps
Yeah.
that are up, but you can definitely see where I came from at first, which I'm not
Yeah.
thrilled about saying, but yeah, you can see it.
A lot of us are not gonna cap that Issei.
I mean, you
I'm
did
not gonna
remake
lie.
it to a serious Issei rap.
That wasn't even exactly a remake. That was
Yeah, it
me
was like a
returning my
remake. We just kind of just did it.
yeah, yeah,
To
because
be honest.
I just wanted to give Issei his shine on it. Honestly, Issei's not.
And they give me
Issei,
8 bars.
you're welcome. Moving on. Next question.
Man. Okay. So aside from all the big nerdcore artists, Jay was recently featured on the remix of the Fairy Tale Extended Cipher on Game Boy Jones. Once that happened, did it like move your channel a little bit? Because I feel like you're about to reach 1K.
I wish. Let's go with that. To be quite honest, I was happy that Game Boy Jones allowed me to be on Cypher. Thanks. Yeah, I guess you could say it's kind of thanks to Tsuyo I got on for rushing me on my freaking Mob
Yeah.
Psycho first on the on the Exorcist cipher that he did on his channel. Check it out, fire if you haven't, and if you
Actually,
have,
I'm
listen
gonna
to it
link.
again.
I have your channels linked in the description, but I'm gonna link the cipher in the chat.
Bet.
So,
All right.
hey,
Well,
Kid Gar, welcome to
it
the
was
stream.
yeah, and so basically being on his cipher was actually a like kind of felt like a refresher. Got to see I got to work with a whole bunch of people I've never really even talked to for real, for real. So I mean, it was kind of cool just not having the usual people on the cipher. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, but it was just like a fresh start. But then again, I can sit here and say that I wish I kind of tried harder on that verse because I'm proud of that verse most definitely. But felt like I could have probably did something a little different. But in all though, it was a I feel like that was a dope project, and but it didn't really raise my sub count tremendously. As people really thought it might have. It just probably brought me up like at least 20 subs at least. That's a
Dang, that's crazy. I figured like it would have done something.
Yeah, I felt like it that too at first, but then I'm just like, I accept it. And as long as people just at least know my name, it's sub count is kind of whatever to me personally. I mean, sure, I get excited that if I reach 1K, you know, I'm gonna be excited and happy, but then again, it's just like I'm not here for numbers. I'm here to show what I can do. It's nothing. I just want to make music, have fun.
I feel like that's like what mainly a lot of nerdcore rappers, especially the small ones, like that's what they want to do, make music for fun.
I want to. I wish I could have. I can say that some of them I can say proudly that they do believe that, but I'm not gonna say that a lot of them do focus on a lot of numbers. There's
That
a
is true.
lot of people who have hit me up before. I'm not gonna name names, but they have hit me up before, trying to just get clout off of me. So I'm
Yeah, that honestly happens to both
that
me and him a
happens.
lot.
Yeah, like, it just happens to a lot of, like I'm not saying this to sound offensive or anything, just to be clear, but Imma try to put us the cate the nerdcore people in 3 categories. The small artists, you know, 500 below, then it's, like, the kinda mid 500 to probably, like, 900, let's say. Then we got 1K and above, or not. Let's say 500 to 1K, and then we got 1K and above. All right, that's the big artist section. So basically, because it just makes this explanation a lot easier. Everybody below 500, I can say for a good example, Thunderous Links. I know he's in it for fun. Couple other people I know, they're all in it for fun, and that's perfectly fine. They're improving. It's making them sound dope. Trust me. They're gonna be something dangerous when they get older. But
Exactly.
there is some people I have met that literally have hit me up before, and I declined them mostly because I was partially busy around those times because I'm always hit up, like literally. Blame Aiden Cole Bagel. Yes, yes, I'm talking to you, Aiden.
Oh,
If you ever
bagel.
watch this.
This is,
But
no, there's no way Aiden's gonna watch my fucking stream.
yeah,
Let's,
he's
I'm
going
being
to watch
honest.
it. We're gonna make him. Like how he makes
Mm-mm.
us get on his ciphers. But
The thing is, like you said, I was gonna
yeah,
slowly
Aiden,
start turning into
like
him
I'm used
with like the 3 ciphers I teased on Twitter.
yeah, I did. Yes, I did.
I'm
I did.
trying not to,
Because I saw
cause
like
like I'm honestly not sure if I'm actually gonna make them. They're just like
there was like
there.
4 of them, but nah, it was a joke. Aiden, we still love you, bro. You still a homie. You still a homie.
Yeah.
Aiden, if you're
Yeah.
watching this, I don't think you are. You're probably gonna be watching this when it's done. Yeah.
Yeah, he probably. But but yeah, there have been people who hit me up before asking me like, "Yo, do you want to hop on? I think you would really bring a lot of like clout." They actually admitted it. I'm like, I
That
don't feel
that's
100%
kind of
comfortable with
That's
that.
kind
You
of
know,
fucked up.
it's kind of offensive because one, this is around the time I had like 300 subs. I didn't have no clout. How the heck am I gonna have clout at 300? Like, but it's like it wasn't something I felt comfortable with, and when I make music, I like to feel comfortable because it puts me in the mood to want to make music. So
Facts.
like most of my tracks are just like personal tracks too. It's like even though they are like anime inspired or whatever, they're mostly like emotion. They're full of like emotions that I felt, whether how stupid or how serious it may have been. Like probably the most the song I made that probably was the most that was like showed most of my emotions was either Half for Half or the Nagisa track, Venom. Uh, but there, I don't like being used for clout. I don't mind hopping on a track with somebody, but if I'm being used for clout and you admit
And
it to my face, it's kind of iffy.
yeah.
It's like I don't. It's an uncomfortable feeling. But all in all, though, it's mostly about the music, and I love the nerdcore community. Sometimes we can be a little toxic, but
Sometimes.
it's just like
Sometimes.
I still look. I still in the community anyway, cause I still got my homies. I got my brother here in the podcast with me. What's good, Tsuyo?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, y'all ain't even gonna y'all, bruh. I asked y'all to do this. I mean, Tsuyo commented on my post saying, "Hey, yo, let me get in here." So, you're welcome.
Yeah, shit,
It was
that's
just
my
the
brother.
irony. It's just irony that you got us both in the same podcast.
Yeah, I didn't even know I was gonna be like with Jay in the podcast until you like made the tweet. I was like, yo, that's actually kind of cool.
I mean, like y'all are my friends, so I'm of course gonna do this.
Man.
But Tsuyo, when you dropped the Exorcist cipher, was it like moving for you? Cause right now I believe it's like your most popular rap out there on your channel.
It is. Yeah, it definitely did like uh boost my channel. It was crazy because I was telling that I didn't believe that it was gonna boost my channel by any means. I was believing that the cipher was gonna do okay. I was thinking, okay, maybe 500, 600 views because at the time I had like over 130 subscribers. I was not a big person in nerdcore. People knew who I was because of like the Revolt collective and such like that, but didn't really like how do I put it, know me in a way to where I could get views like that. So I thought this cipher would flop, but it ended up being reacted to by so many people. Even had Breton, some Loop react to it, uh, and shit like that. It was a crazy moment for me because it was like I just came into nerdcore. Well, came back into nerdcore after my super long like 6-7 month break off of nerdcore. I finally came back, and that cipher really put me in the eyes of people who I look up to. And then once the cipher dropped, my channel started to do really well. Uh off of just like raps alone. So that made me feel really good when I didn't have to like drop a cipher and it blow up, but not my actual songs. My songs, they do well now because I have, surprisingly to me, fans now. I didn't ever think I'd get to a point where I could say, oh, there's fans of me. And then you have people who make tweets legitimately out of nowhere. Some dude who I have no idea about, but thank you to Matthew Austin. Like he just gave me this random tweet saying, "Yo, you're so dope," like and stuff. And I was like, "That's fucking crazy." That like I've gotten to a point where like I can like inspire somebody or help somebody. Hence why we also made Nerdcore Boot Camp, so we can help the next generation or the current gen get better at their music and their craft. So that cipher really did something for me. It was bigger than I thought it was gonna be, and as a matter of fact, I didn't believe that it was ever gonna have that type of impact on smaller nerdcore to inspire them. But I'm glad it did.
I can understand that. Well, you're also bringing, like I said with Jay, he's doing the serious raps, and I believe you're starting to do more emo raps on your channel, especially with the current emo rap that you have on your channel, the Tatsumi rap, Lost and Found. Speaking of which, I kind of did a parody of that with Romeo and Juliet for a project, and I got an A on it. So, yeah,
That's great.
yeah. But
My bad. My dad came in the
aside
room.
from
What
that,
was the question?
well, like I said, with Jay doing the serious raps and you doing now the emo raps, is it like you're trying to bring more light into nerdcore? Basically, are you trying to do that? It's because there are a lot of people out there, like the
Yeah.
big ones, like Rustage or someone like that, just sticking with the raps. But you doing like emo raps and all this kind of stuff, you're trying to like bring a new genre into nerdcore.
Yeah, I actually am, cause these emo rap songs, cause originally, mind you, I was an emo rapper. Like I wasn't in nerdcore, but I did do songs like that, and I was inspired by Juice World, Ian Dior, Roy, Convoke, Lil Peep, Lil Tracy, all those guys. And it was like I always thought to myself, and this was even like before I started to like really start like putting in like the Juice World type melodic sound into nerdcore or trying to bring it into nerdcore. Um, I thought I couldn't do it because I found it hard to write about characters in a setting like that. But then there's this one artist who I found out about named Hastic. Uh, and this man has like I'm like in terms of like artist in nerdcore who inspired me, I'd say that Hastic is one of them because I didn't think that you could do emo rap in nerdcore or even attempt it until I saw his stuff and I was like, wow, like, he's so like to me he's so just underrated to me. It's like in general his whole crew like Slick and them so just underrated like they get too much hate for being different. Nerdcore created a standard that keep to themselves, but with them they flipped it over its head and put new genres into nerdcore, and they weren't scared to do something different. That's what I want to do. I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, let's make a rap about Tanjiro and just rap the whole time and maybe have a nice little chorus in there. No, I want to really
Exactly.
push the boundaries of what nerdcore can do. Even smaller nerdcore. Like I want to
Yeah.
be like the guy who can say, y'all don't have to do this. You can do what you want to do, even if the genre may not be something that like they accept in nerdcore because they're not used to it yet. It doesn't matter because it's your sound, it's your music, and the most important thing that I had to learn is that instead of like trying to be a perfectionist and trying to get the attention of people, always make music for yourself and do it because you love it, not because you're trying to get clout or trying to get bigger. You get bigger over time, which I know that now because I'm on a couple of projects that are big and have the potential to help my career overall. through that, I had to realize my time will always come. It comes with patience.
That's a whole ass life lesson right there. Good thing I'm making fucking highlights.
Big fact.
But aside from
But
that, this is
I would,
goes
I would,
gonna wait.
I
What?
want to actually. Is it okay if I add on to something real quick to what Tsuyo said?
Yeah, sure.
It's not exactly like saying like, oh yeah, you should take some inspiration off of this one person. That's cool. That's taking inspiration is all cool and dandy. But I'm going to be keep it real with you. There is no such thing as a standard. I'm gonna be honest. You can honestly do whatever you want, express yourself the way you want to. You don't have to be a Rustage clone, which there's a lot. Don't get love some of y'all, but
True.
y'all can be a Rustage clone. But and there's like so many people who like, but you keep trying to copy and all that. You're Rustage, like that. Like another thing that's like Sue said, like Otaku Underworld, Rumble World, they get a lot of hate for being different. And when Slick thought someone was taking his idea, like that's the only reason I wasn't upset about what I can see where he's coming from. Because how would you feel honestly? But no one's really stealing at the end of the day. But
Yeah,
we're all just trying to try new things, you know. Slick brought
facts.
Slick
Literally,
Slick brought a whole new genre into nerdcore. Let's be honest.
drill. Like, and
Like
mind you, guys, like everything that you think can't be done in music hasn't entirely been done yet. Where there's a lot of things in music that have been done, and there's a whole vast variety.
that's what
Like there, there's legit a whole genre called noise music where it's just static noise,
like there's a
just like
genre for
loud
literal
static and stuff
there's
like
a
that.
genre for literally everything at this
At
point.
this, yeah, you're right. We
Exactly.
got everything. Like music has everything.
Even
Right.
Roblox has a music genre.
Oh yeah, Roblox core,
Like
Roblox.
seriously.
bruh.
So it's like I don't want to hear anyone say that they can't push their sound because of how there's so much in like music that you can do. There should be no reason for you to feel like you can't push your sound or push it to where you want it to be because at the end of the day, you have all the right to push your sound and be your own artist. So I don't want you guys to just feel like boxed in like, oh, I can't do this with my songs or I can't do this with my music. It's basically never say never. And I don't want anybody to feel like they can't do things they want to do in their own music when you can do anything you want to do as long as you believe that that's what you want for yourself. Don't just be a Rustage clone or a clone of some other nerdcore artist. And to add on to that, make sure in order to improve, and I think this is like the best advice I've gotten, the advice I give other people is that always listen to other types of music is not in nerdcore because this is no offense to any nerdcore artist. We are dropping songs on a weekly to bi-weekly basis. We're not at like a Drake type thing where we drop a mixtape every year or like every 3 years. Some artists don't even be dropping for 5 years, and like it's like
Bobby
we're
Shmurda.
not like that. We're on a weekly basis. Well, he was in jail, but like it's like it's like I don't want people to feel like they cannot push themselves in their core because there is a whole avenue now. The fact that it's been like doors have opened for more creatives in nerdcore and more creativity in nerdcore. I think if you want to go for something like a new genre, like for example, the track I'm dropping this week is not an emo rap song, but it's a whole other type of genre that isn't really done in nerdcore. Uh, but yeah, I'm very excited for the future of nerdcore, and I really hope people take that advice to heart and start to open themselves up to more genres and make their songs their own songs, not some clone of other people in nerdcore or in music in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, be your own person.
Yeah, it's like it just applies to anything really. Be your own person and just guess don't really copy a lot of people. It's cool to take inspiration from people, but in order to like really excel, you need to do your own thing. But speaking of inspirations, who did you guys get inspired by to do nerdcore? It doesn't just apply to nerdcore artists, but like rappers in general.
I guess I'll start. Um, I'd say the people who inspired me nerdcore wise, I can just get this out the way. Aztec, Slick, um, Aztec, Slick, Fable, and Jamar Rose. I think those four nerdcore wise are like the rappers that really got me into nerdcore and like mind you, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't even listen to nerdcore music like that often. If it's like not my friends or like artists that I like love to listen to, that I usually don't listen to a lot of nerdcore. That does tie into something though. But in general, like those four, like they have like quality songs that I could just bump in my car if I had a car. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like they give a quality to me that I want to reach. Same with someone like Fable or DPS. It's like they are what most of us want to like reach ourselves. Where we're literally making songs as our job, like doing what we love as a job. That's absolutely crazy and inspiring. So it's those four for me. And secondly, in terms of like just non nerdcore rappers, just straight like rap artist, I'd say uh mm, it's kind of a hard one because it's like there's like so many artists, but I'd say in terms of just generally artist, I definitely have to go with Juice World for a fact because he's the reason why I put the emo rap sound into my own songs. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for the fact that he existed, and I'm sad that he's gone. He was a big inspiration to me. My path of uh, another inspiration of mine is the Lave. Uh, I really love his music. Um, I've been a fan of him since Astra dropped, like the first day that Astra dropped. And a friend of mine showed me who he was. I was like, "Who's this?" He's like, "Oh, that's Galave," and that just opened me up to a whole new genre of hyperpop and digicore. So I definitely do appreciate Galave. And the man that legitimately got me into rapping in 2020, Mac Miller, even though I was listening to him before, not as much, him, Kendrick, J. Cole, and probably Tyler the Creator and Earl Sweatshirt are the reasons as to why I took my time to start rapping. Because I was never really a rapper. I feel like most people who became rappers became a rapper because of doing poetry at some point in their life. And rap is actually poetry just in music. So, like someone like Mac, for example, it's like his album Swimming like holds like a a special place in my heart. Especially a specific song, So It Goes, which like legit I'm so serious when I like say this. I want that song specific, like that song played at my funeral. That's how much I love that song. It's like it the whole album gave me a whole new perspective not only on music but on life and what pushing a sound really is, because so many rappers nowadays think that all you gotta do to like be a bigger artist or become bigger is just, oh yeah, let's just rap on a beat, let's just say stuff about fucking bitches and doing this and doing that, which mind you I do listen to some, I guess, mumble rap, quote unquote, songs because I'm very open to anything. I don't mind if the genre is too weird or too generic. I don't really mind that as long as it like the sound gets pushed enough. I don't care about that.
I fuck
Uh,
with it.
Vocaloid I can stand too. I actually listen to some Vocaloid at some points.
About
It
to say.
depends on what it is though.
Oh, okay,
Because
okay. Please stop.
that song I was like, please fucking stop, man. Like it was that song. I was like, oh, I ain't doing this shit. But in general, uh you're an artist, want to in general improve your sound or improve like just like expand your just horizons in like genres of music. Like that's really all I'd say you have to do because once you find something you want to do and something you love, you will do anything to improve or get to that point. So I feel like that's what you're aiming for. I'd say go do it. That's who inspired me to make songs.
What about you, Jay?
All right. First I want to apologize for me up and moving a lot because I'm even though I'm pretty much home with just like my mom, my stepdad, and my little brother. I still got to get up and move around and do some things for him real quick. I just had to print off like if you didn't see, I was over here printing off like a huge packet of paper for. But
Yeah.
be honest, I'm a keep it. I was never a big, huge music fan growing up. Um, I was actually the kid in the choir. I was a choir kid. Yeah, church choir kid in church for a long time, bro. Which it kind of explains the singing. uh, um, but a lot of my inspiration kind of came from nerdcore. A prime example was Fable because I don't do a lot of screaming stuff like he does. Tsuyo knows a couple of things I've done that's related to scream, um, which y'all might hear
Facts.
sooner or later. I don't
Yeah,
know.
there's a
Uh, but but yeah, I mostly do. I like to alternate between rapping because I find like because another thing is finding a feature for a singer is kind of hard to do. I'm not gonna cap to you. Like, there's a lot of people we didn't even know could sing. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of us were surprised when we all heard Chris Craig sing for the first time. Because I thought he was just a rapper. I didn't expect him to
yeah,
start singing on
not
this.
not only that, people didn't know that I could sing, so it
Like
was like,
I help. Sometimes I even help Sue with the singing part because
yeah,
I was surprised when he told me he could sing, and when he did show me, I'm like, why don't you do this more often?
yeah, because he was bugging me so much to do it,
I'm like,
to the
sing
point
more.
where
Like,
that's that's something that I do a lot now, which actually they see uh could do something pretty cool.
yeah, and it's like,
All right.
oh,
In the
it's
interview,
just like.
or maybe at some point in the interview, I could show you a hook for a rap that's coming out.
You
Um,
That
can.
if you're down for that,
Yeah, yeah, you can.
continue.
all right, but one of my biggest inspirations, yeah, like I said, is Fable. Um, just because the alternation between singing and rapping, he does it primarily pretty darn. I can't even say good. He does it. He's fire. That's all I can really say. Um, I would like
Amazing.
to. I like. I the only thing I have I can't like for my life. So um, YouTube beats for the rest of my life for me.
Hey, you and me both,
but
brother.
I mean, actually, funnily enough,
uh,
I can. I just don't want to do it. So if and
but
Jay knows I can produce. I just don't
yeah, I
want to
know
do
you
it.
don't want to do it at all. But we also got my boy Prick R. He's a good homie. He helps me out when I need. So shout out to him
Thanks.
real quick.
Yeah,
But
I don't know if Secret
another
Car is gonna be
big
watching, but see, if you're watching
I know
after
he
I
probably
make this, shout out to you, and I guess, what's his name? The bro Delta, because he does that shit too.
yeah. Another inspiration. And I'm not gonna lie to you. This one isn't really. He's like, let me be honest with you. This one wasn't really more of a music inspiration, like as in like how I go about my style, how I do things. It just goes about how he inspired me to keep pushing on. I'm gonna say a quick shout out to Nightbreaker or now Tenfold. Um,
Yeah, that man got me in
because
nerdcore. He's the one
yeah,
who got me in.
he got a lot of us together. Like I would say if it wasn't for him, a lot of us would not even be here. Like
A lot
Aiden
of
wouldn't
us
be
would
making
not be in
20.
nerdcore.
I'm gonna be keep it real. Aiden wouldn't be making 20,000 ciphers without him. I wouldn't be in nerdcore singing my butt off without Nightbreaker bringing me in and introducing me more into the community. Because I'm gonna keep it real. Before last year, I rarely used Discord, so I didn't even know there was Discord servers and all that. I was just in group chats like created by my friends. But um, yeah, it was actually pretty dope. Tenfold was probably one of the biggest reasons I'm still in nerdcore now. Um, Now another inspiration, this one kinda is more hits at home, is my aunt. Cause like I mentioned, I was a choir kid, but the person who put me in the choir was my aunt. Um, she recently died actually around probably a week from today, about a week or 2 from today. Um,
I'm sorry for your loss, man.
she yeah, it was kinda hit hard for our whole family,
Yeah, that
but,
sucks, man. That
you're it's all um, she was a really she could sing her heart out for hours if you let her. She is a soprano in our church choir, and if you ever go to church and you don't, and it's like when you like go to church and you hear the choir sing, you don't hear her singing her heart out so beautifully. Like her voice was awesome, dude. Like she was like when I started making music, I just started. Like I literally just started. She was talking about, hey, I want when I we could do a song together one day. I'm like, that would be dope. And then week later, kind of, but it's like she was probably the biggest one of the bigger inspirations that isn't, like, really related the way to how I do my songs. Like, most of the time when I sing on a track, it's because she was a singer, so I mostly just sing every time I sing is for her mostly. It just because a lot of things she's taught me growing up really hit me close to home and probably made me the person I am today, low key. Um I do a like, that's the main reason why I sing on almost every track I do. It's like my personal tracks at least, I always sing on them because this helps me cope with the fact that she's gone from my life. But she's an amazing person. She's done a lot. Her singing is probably the most inspirational thing you could ever hear. I'm not just saying that because I'm her family member and I'm her nephew and I miss her a lot. Saying that because that's just how talented and skillful she was with her voice. Um a lot of but the last inspiration I'm going to kind of be brief about this one because this one actually developed my style to the way it is now. Is Zach Boucher. I really don't need to do a full explanation why, but
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
but the thing I like about his style is kind of like he he kind of has this way of storytelling. So I always like to because it kind of without he's not using a lot of heavy bars that's gonna make me go like, "Yo, that's hard as heck. Yo, yo!" Like hop up out of my chair or something like that. But he he says things in a way that makes me make me get into the song, like make me vibe to it. Not even just a vibe. It's kind of hard in its own way, even if it's not a bar. But in all honesty, it's like he's singing, but he's rapping, if you get what I mean. It's
Yeah,
kinda like
like
it's
when
how
he just
like
like
my
hits the feels,
like
just hit your
like
soul.
if you could honestly you could sing all of his lyrics. Like I tried it and I'm like, "Yo, this is low key a song. Like this is like singing, not a rap." And then when you rap it, it's like I don't know, it's something about his voice in particular that makes it more impactful. And I don't know. I think that's just something that's unique to him that no one could ever copy. And if you try it, it's gonna sound cool, but it's not gonna be as impactful because you don't have his voice. But the way he goes about telling the story, it's a way to keep you entertained the whole time. Like his Imma keep it real, his flow rarely changes, but you would never notice because 'cause you're so focused on everything he's saying, and it's so impressive that someone could do that. And if his flow does change, it just makes his verse more amazing. So it's like
Thanks.
It's a win-win situation,
really-
basically.
it's not even a win-win situation. It's just this is victory all over. It's just like it's not even two-sided. It's just all there, man. But his way of storytelling inspired me to, like that's probably is gonna explain why if you ever listen to my music, it's never gonna be super bar heavy. If you see me on a cypher, I'm generally more bar heavy on those, but not always. Uh, Probably my most recent verses on ciphers were more bar heavy, but usually like they're not at all. But yeah, those are my inspirations, man. I got any more?
No, that's good. But this question applies to you. You started a movement and then Jix fired back with another movement. You started the forget Jix thing and then he fired back with the forget J. How's that going?
All right. So before I explain how that's going, I'm gonna start off with saying, forget Jix, man. I'm playing Jix. Don't kill me, Jix. If you ever watch this, don't kill me.
Oh my god.
Nah, but that whole thing was just like when I was writing that verse for Momo, because I was saying that because Trey canceled on me. I really should have said forget Trey, but
Yeah, facts.
because Trey was the original feature for his Momo rap, but he had to drop. I don't know what the reasoning was because I wasn't informed of that, but he said he needed somebody real quick. And though I'm not typically a Momo simp or fan, honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. She alright. But
You a Sue
hits.
simp.
But
That's
yes,
all that
I am.
matters.
Yes, I am. I am a Suyo. I'm a Suyu simp. I'm not
Hey,
a
yo!
Suyo simp.
Here
real.
goes this.
Let's go!
Yo, hey yo.
Now my girlfriend is currently judging me. Moving on with my life.
Hey, don't worry, bro. My girlfriend probably gonna be judging me after this fucking stream.
Oh man, I don't know what these ones are hearing me. She's currently she's on the phone listening to this whole interview right now, and I'm scared for my life after I get off of this.
Shit!
But I said forget Jix because I was like rushing my verse because he wanted to get this out as soon as he possibly could. So I'm like rushing to get my verse done. I'm like, all right, what rhymes with Netflix? Jix. And I'm like, okay, this flows.
Let's
Forget
go.
Jix.
Forget a bit.
Yeah, that's Tsuyo. The Tsuyu rap, bro. I swear that was the funniest mess. I said, I just had to add that. I was not gonna originally add that because we were on call when I was writing or at least re-recording it because I had a technical issue because this is when I was transitioning from BandLab to FL. Thank you,
Yeah.
Tsuyo, for forcing me.
Peace is a bitch though. God, man.
But that was probably the biggest meme that I ever turned into. It's just to forget Jix, forget Jay. Like I just turned that into a whole war for no reason. But yeah, that's all that was, man. It was just a bunch of fun. We're joking with each other. We're not being ever so serious. If anyone ever thought that we are just joking around, he would not have had me on that Suyu track. If that was the case, I would be like not talking to him.
Yeah, facts.
Because, like, aside from you saying forget Jigs, like, when the Miracle Rap dropped on Jigs' channel, you got JK saying it. So, pretty moving.
Yeah, it's just like when the J's come together, we just like to like roast Jigs.
I just
Roast
realized, like, aside from UJ and JK, there's me in there as well. The fucking J trio for this bitch. Let's go.
And then the bro Delta is named Jay, so like
Hey,
it was
yo!
it was just me.
And my name
him,
is
and JK.
is Jack.
Hey, yo!
We
Let's
we just
go.
got the J's everywhere, bro.
Hey, yo,
But,
J trio right now?
Yeah, bro. It's just like that's just how it is, man. But it's nothing too serious. We were just joking around with each other. I'm not being serious. Jix is awesome, bro. Little
Shout out to
perverted
Jix
on
if you
the
like.
yeah, the biggest Lou core artist besides Savvy that I know of, man. Like, bro, he's low key. You call him nerdcore, he's low key a Lou core artist. Like, have you heard all of his verses? Like, bro,
Yeah,
Yeah, he
have to
definitely
hear-
sounds.
oh my
I
God,
definitely get a
man.
Lou vibe from him, except the pitch.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
Lou's fucking voice is high as hell. That's just his fucking software, or whatever the fuck he's using.
Yeah.
bro. It's both his software and his natural voice.
His
It's just
his
like
natural voice doing that.
Crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy how his voice does that.
it's just like it's really weird. And then it's the thing he says, like even on my serious Mineta rap, bro, I would say give a serious message, even though he's the one who made the bet. But he did not give me a serious message. It just sounded serious. It literally his whole verse was perversion. Like this, like the opposite of what I wanted. But you know what? It worked.
But JC, my boy JC in the house, JC
Good.
108 FM. Fuck it. So I had sent the Dobby rap hook for my Dobby song that's dropping.
All right, bet. Ladies and I hope
If you wanna
everyone will be
stream
able to
that
hear
out.
this. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Dobby hook for Tsuyo's next track. Hopefully you can hear it. I don't know. I'm checking the stream chat. I just. Oh fuck! I almost dropped my pop filter.
Do you see the fire in my eyes? Anger illuminates the night. Do you see the fear inside my darkened eyes? You should have to pay the price. I live in fright. Do you see the fire in my eyes? Anger illuminates the night. Do you see the fear inside my darkened eyes? You should have to pay the price. I live in fright.
Hey yo.
Yo, Tsuyo, what was this, bro? Hold up. You ain't even asked me about it. Like, you
Hey,
ain't even sent this
yo!
to me yet.
Yo,
Hold
hold
up. I feel
on.
offended and hurt. And you
Dang,
didn't send
bro.
me this before. Hold up. This is fire, bro. Hold up. No pun intended.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's like the parallel to the Todoroki rap.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I can definitely sense it. But hello Box Dazzy, I think that's how you say his name. Welcome to the podcast. Yeah,
Good, bro.
What's good?
you missed the entire fire
What's
hook
on stream right
there.
now?
No pun intended. To be honest, I don't even fucking know. I'm just checking the chat. I'm not that big, so
Hello, chat.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's fine, of course.
We here vibing. We have free time. I was originally at work today. I just like I literally I didn't get fired. I'm gonna just say that now. I did not get fired.
Listen, I get fired.
I'm just making sure that's clear. I did not get fired from my job. I'm just because they had an event today, so I'm perfectly free and I didn't need to show up today. It was last minute event and I didn't know about it, so and keep me updated on that. I just helped set up for the event.
Where do you work again?
It's called Community Happens here in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's a really, really good program actually. It's like you meet like different people down there. I met I don't know if you guys heard of him, but he's actually really dope and worked with Odd Ones Out as well. Alder the Eagle, if you would like to check him out. He's I just met him yesterday, matter of fact.
oh shit.
40
If you want, you
like
can link his channel in the chat.
I'm not even in your I don't even know where you're streaming at.
That's what I was saying.
Dang.
I just know this is a podcast stream, but I low key don't know where you're right now. I want to assume you're streaming on YouTube because I don't
Yes, I
know
am.
if you have a Twitch or not.
Yes, I'm streaming.
All right,
Hey.
all right. So I can just go to your channel, but I'll link his stuff in a bit. But yeah, there's my job. It just involves a whole bunch of different communities from like different workplaces coming together to like communicate. So I'm an intern there. I'm a paid intern, so that might explain my job a little bit. Um, I basically just like we do free snow cones and everything. So if you're a Cincinnati person, bro, come down and enjoy the squad, bro. We down there vibing,
I'm in
bro.
Texas, but I want snow cones.
Bro,
My vibes go
you know
over.
what? I'm in Connecticut
the-
and I want some snow cones right now too, bro. Like, it's hot as a bitch down here. Mainly because probably my
Alright.
room.
But yeah, that's just my job. I'm mostly just talking to people all day. What I can do to help around. It's not a bad job. It's actually really. But yeah, that's my. So
Oh yes. Speaking.
Yeah.
Okay, you said you transitioned to BandLab from FL. Like, start from the beginning of what softwares you both use. whatever the heck you used back then to FL.
Oh jeez.
I'm gonna
I'll
start
let
off
Jay
first
start.
because I know Tsuyo is gonna roast me and just start slowly getting angry at me if I go. Yeah. Oh my god. Like, bro, no, I'm not going through that today. Um.
You could say whatever the
So
hell you want on my stream. I don't give a fuck.
I want to, but I'm not trying to get. But low key, I started off with BandLab actually. Actually, let me start from the beginning. The beginning. All right. So when I'm not gonna cap to you. I have a thing account. So if you see J Music anywhere, that might most likely be me. Um, I used to my friend, you know, Lost Sage. Lost Sage, he used to screen record the song that I recorded that I had to like take multiple takes on. And he extracted the audio from the screen recording, which actually came out sounding pretty good for it being a screen recording. So that's how I got my first couple of songs out, like the first 3 songs, I think. Um, and then I moved on to BandLab when I found because Sage told me about BandLab, and I used the mobile app at first. Um, yeah, and we were just going when we were just I was just recording my first banger actually was the Sister 7 rap, which was on my phone. All on my phone. Was okay. It was a pretty okay rap. Because no one does a lot of Sister 7 rap. I'm trying to make a new one. Because I just finished watching the season 2. Fire. But yeah. Um then I kept going, and over the course of time, I just made some little songs. And then my uncle came from out of town for my aunt's funeral. Uh, he then also listened to some of my songs while he was down here because my mom told him about it. Uh, so he was like, "Hold up, you making music?" I'm like, yeah. This is back in my Jay Richard So 12 days, so it was a corny road, okay? Um, uh, he bought me a microphone. It wasn't the best microphone. I'm gonna keep it real with you, but it got the job done. Um, I posted about a couple of songs that sounded decent, I guess, for considering it came off of BandLab. But I didn't know how to mix on BandLab, and when I tried to mix it, it didn't sound much different from how it didn't sound like how it sounded raw. So I just said, you know what, put some effects on it, call it a day. It came out decent. Um, but what I'm going to say is like after a while, I realized my songs are sounding kind of because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a really self conscious. I'm like myself. I keep trying to say self conscious. It's self esteem. It's highly low. Like I'm going to keep it real with you. It's highly low, but I keep going anyway because gotta kind of grow out of it. I'm a graduate of high school. I kind of have no choice. Um, so when I listen to like another track like by Faithful or somebody, I feel like lyrically I'm weak. Flow I'm weak, which is what I've been building up on most recently. And a lot of things were weak. So I kept going, and then I found Chris, the Precard off of Max Austin stream, my boy. Wait a minute, Max Austin, my boy, where he at? Hold up, I need to sue him. But that's
For
not the point.
what? You're gonna
Um,
sue him?
I just thought about. I had a random thought come up to mind that me and him had to discuss. It was a while ago. I forgot something. But yeah, Max pretty much was another inspiration. I'm not gonna lie. Who got me into singing more? Actually, I was like self conscious about the singing thing at first. Because I still wanted to do it because aunt, but I didn't know if I wanted to stay in nerdcore. Max was probably the first person to, besides Nightbreaker, Sinful now. He kept me in. So I kept singing. First track that I think it was between him, Aiden, or Folkmaster at the time. I don't know if he still makes music,
Oh, he gave
but
up.
were my yeah, okay, yeah. Well, he was my they were my first features that I ever done with body other people's channels. So, but yeah. So I met Secret R off of Max Austin's Instagram stream or live. So we were working on the Zuko track that he has posted a while back. Um, Came out fire. Not gonna lie, at least for back then, for our level. Um, and then what happened was, Chris entered the chat and he said, "Yo, we should work together. Kind of, you got a dope voice." So I'm like, "Okay, bet." I never talked to this man ever in my life. I didn't even know he was a kid. I didn't know he was younger than me. Shoot, I felt like I was old and talking to like a 12-year-old, and then it was just the most awkward feeling I ever had at for a while. But he talks to me like a grown man. Like I don't know what else to say. Like he sounds older than me. Like I can't even argue. but he offered to mix one of my songs, and he told me about the what he used to make them, and he told me it cost money. So when I kind of gave up on FL. So Natsu came out a banger. Of course it did because I'm a not too simp. Moving on. Aside from that, uh, like
Back.
then it just over the course of time, I had him mix my songs. Half and Half came out. That came out even more fire than the Natsu track, unfortunately. Um, but then after a while, I realized I really do need to get my equipment back up, get my equipment up. So and then I met Sue, and him and Chris met each other, and then over the course of time, they finally managed to give me FL, the cracked version. Don't tell nobody; it's illegal.
You already
I
told
think it's too
people
late,
because you're
man.
in stream.
Yeah.
uh, yeah, everybody in this chat, you better shut up. I will find all you and your families. Yeah,
It's
I'm
too
coming
late,
for your
man. The
life.
three
You
of us
tell
are already on FBI's watch list.
FBI if you come. No, I'm playing. I'm not going to do that. If they come in my house and start trying to kill me or something, I'm running. I'm
We
not
all
gonna. I'm not
running.
gonna
What the
go far.
fuck?
I'm not gonna go far. But I mean, shoot, it's better than not trying. But yeah, they gave me FL, and I started learning how to mix my own stuff. Unfortunately, I did not know how to record well in FL, so I always recorded on BandLab and took the stems off of BandLab and transferred them to FL. So that kind of explains my story to FL. I learned how to record on FL now, thanks to Tsuyo and Politicus actually. So
Yeah.
because they were specifically Tsuyo was forcing me to
Yes.
record on FL because he really hates BandLab with a passion, like to the point where like he almost tried to kill me. Help me.
Facts.
Why?
Like he was sick of me using BandLab. Like probably my best songs are all recorded on BandLab. Like I swear to God.
The only issue was with like him using BandLab was like if someone needed to put his stems on a song, the fucking latency would fuck him up so bad.
Yeah, so it just kind of messed me up a bit. So that's the issue with using BandLab. If any of y'all don't know, it doesn't always happen to everybody, but it does happen to certain people with certain kind of computers. So if it does happen to you, beware of BandLab.
What about you, Sue? How did you start your music making journey thing? Yeah.
So actually, funnily enough, my mic hasn't changed. I just like legitimately like my microphone has not changed. All I did was get like the boom arm and the pop filter for it. But this microphone is a fee fine. It's only like 25 for like the single microphone, and a lot of people kind of ask me how like professional I got it. It took a lot of work because I didn't like start off using FL. I started off with and most people who like started rapping can definitely like understand this. I My whole journey from making songs started with Audacity. If you know, a lot of rappers literally made their songs on Audacity back then when they would first like start out and such. I like recorded my songs on Audacity, and I even mixed my songs in Audacity. Like I still know how to mix songs in Audacity. Of course, I wouldn't do it now because I have enough like knowledge of FL to just mix and do all the great shit I do now on there. But back then, I was like, I didn't know much about production music wise, but that summer, I basically took time to just learn how to make music, just learn how to, do all that stuff and just, have fun with it. It was a long ass journey because I didn't understand what the fuck I was doing. I didn't get what autotune was, how to even use autotune correctly. It was just a case of me not even understanding a lot of what I was doing at the time. But it did definitely take a while, but I improved, and I'm glad that I could get Jay into FL with his fucking BandLab bitch ass having it.
Bro, leave
Despite
me alone. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Oh no. Oh god. I
despite
start
his
making my
his
shit on
BandLab,
fucking
I'm glad that
Audacity now.
everybody.
Oh god.
Yeah, I used to make shit on Audacity for a long time, like a long time. Like that was my main program probably for a good 3 to even 4 months until I found out how to crack FL because of like tutorials and shit on YouTube, and then I learned how to mix and master off shit off of YouTube, and then I met some people off of Discord, which Discord is kind of what kind of helped me out a lot in my, I guess, musical journey because I met a lot of people who you normally wouldn't meet in real life. Like I've met people who had fucking deals at Sony and shit. Like that's how kind of widespread I was in like um other types of communities, and a lot of my songs were made on Audacity, and even some songs that got kind of popular on SoundCloud were made like legit on Audacity on a fucking $25 mic. And actually every single rap um on that folder that you see on my channel are the old raps, one that has the Shinra rap, the Itachi rap, all those raps, those like super duper duper old ones. Um, those were made like legit on Audacity, except for the Gone rap. That's the only one.
That
But
like
yeah,
your first song
that's
being
where I kind of came from in terms of yeah, nerdcore wise. That was my like first song on FL because I wasn't like using FL like that until I think the Gone rap. That's when I just like completely moved to FL, like completely, like for like I'm recording and shit like that. Because kind of like how Jay used BandLab to like make his stems and then import it into FL. For me, I used Audacity for my recordings and then I imported it into FL, which some actually still do that. So it's not very uncommon. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the hardest part
Oh.
about start going on your own, trying to learn how to use a whole new DAW. But to
Yeah,
be quite
cause
honest,
like I started off random shit, and then is it Yotsugami pirated version of L. So I'm using that to work on the upcoming Swordsman cipher that I'm doing, which is already which has been
That I was not invited to.
yes, neither was I. Cold bagel alert. Cold
I'm
bagel
doing a part
alert.
two.
Yeah, you better do a part two.
I
I'm coming
am.
for your
I'm
life.
sorry. Okay,
Part two.
guys, dude, I made a tweet like when I think it was in May or April on the whole roster, and none of you commented, so it's gotta your fault.
Bro, I don't even see your tweets like that. It's buried in 20,000
You
other
said the whole
tweets.
roster though.
Right now, I'm
You
currently
didn't say half a roster. You said the whole roster, so that technically means it was full already.
yeah.
So
Plus,
how would I
like,
ask?
I get so much random stuff on Twitter. Like right now, I'm looking at a picture of an otter eating the head off of a fish. Like, bro,
Exactly. Like
I'm
you
not
just
gonna.
get
Touche,
like
but I
it's so
will be
hard to
making a
find
part two of the
yeah.
Swordsman cipher. I still need to work on people that are gonna characters that are gonna be in it. I will, as if free time, because Jay, you charge and you do as well.
Like, okay, so here's the thing about when
Yeah.
we charge. Okay, I'm not gonna cap. Main reason we charge is because you need money. Don't know you, you get kind of get charged. But if you're like close to us, we'll
Yeah,
we'll,
they'll
we'll let it
I won't
slide.
try to
Honestly,
let it
like
slide usually.
because
No offense to
because
anyone
most
who
of the time
like
if we
thinks
want
that
to be
like
on,
double standard some shit like that, but it's not. Trust me, like we like
it's it's
that
it's,
goes for even
it's
like the
really
bigger
like we
artists
just
too.
yeah like they I know for a fact they just do splits off of Spotify and stuff like that. So it's like it's just how
Yeah,
it's just like it's not like we're trying to like purposely like put y'all off or anything. If you don't know us and you want to feature for one of us, we charge for the most part if we don't know you. And it's like strictly business. The only reason like I probably didn't charge two people I didn't know for real because one, I already wanted to do a track with them. So I didn't mind. Or two, because I've heard a lot about them. That makes me want to just like see how it turns out. Like for instance, RC the artist, young man hit me up. I'm sounding old because I just said young man.
young
He's
man.
he's about I think he's about if I'm not mistaken, he's about Dan's age.
It's
Um
12, 11.
like a like 11, 12. I don't know how old he is. I know he's very young though. But he actually has like a lot of promise and I'm like hearing his some of his music and seeing his videos and stuff. I'm like, "Yo, this kid can act got a flow to him. He got his own thing going. I kind of like it." So he hit me up the other day too to hop on one of his tracks and I said, "Sure." I'm not even gonna charge him because and plus I
Facts.
love Pokemon. So there's it was that too. So it was a Pokemon rap.
Yeah,
So
you
you know,
know, sometimes like the series that you if someone can definitely make or break me because it's like sometimes I get fucking lazy if I like never watch series. But if it's something I really love and appreciate, trust me, I'll have that like verse in like the day you tell me to get it done. Like trust me, I swear. Jay
yeah,
knows this too.
yeah.
If it's
It's
something
just
I
like
really care about, I'm gonna get it done that day.
so literally everybody else's song is irrelevant. It's kind of true. He did that to me a couple of times. Like my to his the feature he wanted to do.
Literally. Like if something I really care about,
I
I just
remember
like I
it was
fucking
like 3
break out.
weeks.
Although although my paid features do matter more to me because they paid me for it, so I always put those as first priority.
All right, I just witnessed my girlfriend doing justice. I'm on.
Um,
What? What the? That was random.
It really was, and I just
Okay, but aside from the Swordsman side for part two, so yeah, your favorite anime is Fairy Tail, right?
my very actually my top Fairy Tail is kind of my second. I just got back into I'm sorry, she's roasting me right now. I got back into Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans. When I tell you I forgot all about that anime, honestly, um, I'm gonna just say I forgot because it's been fire so far since I've been watching it, and that probably just took my favorite spot low key. Though I know Fairy Tail is kind of hated, and I understand the reasoning why, because it makes sense and it's true.
But
Fairy Tail just has a place in my heart because it just started a whole new adventure. Plus, I just really like Natsu. Just I know
yeah, he loves Natsu.
yeah, like I know his power is kind of BS because it's like power of friendship compels you. Like, no, that's not how life works. You get beat up by someone who's stronger than you. That's just how it is.
then again, they have
I get yeah, they just like the power of friendship. Ugh. One punch is the strongest person in the whole thing series. But you know what? I'm not even gonna argue against it. It's Fairy Tail. But I just
Then
love it
again, they
because
never die, so
true that. But yeah, it's like it's pretty. It's just how it is. Um, I just don't like doing a lot of crazy just features I don't know about. So I would charge. I always charge for those. That's just basically just, if it's not my favorite anime or if I don't really know you, but I kind of see like we can work together in the future. That's kind of what it is. I'm not saying like, oh, you're good and all of that. Like, trust me, I've been on people's channels where I feel like could have probably been a lot better. There's some places where we can improve, but we can talk about it and I can give you some critiques and see how that goes. Or just like my personal critiques. Like personally, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I'm the guru of music or something like that. Like
Facts.
there's I'm and this is not me roasting a bigger artist, but there's some particular artists out there, like bigger artists that I'm pretty sure a lot of you might know that will sit here and tell you it's just bad and never give you a real critique. Like I've
Facts.
sat here and witnessed it, and so
We've
has
all
Tsuyo.
witnessed it like together.
So and they don't give yeah, like we sat here, we sit after like a big project, we sit here and look at the reactions to it. Like we sit there for like almost several hours just sitting here looking at reactions. Like we pay attention to
Literally,
these
bro.
things, and usually we do sometimes get mad if they say something like kind of messed up. Like I've been called the king of the gulag. How am I not
Literally, like,
like
it's just- niggas like are supposed to be like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like, nah, nigga.
like they can say one like don't and that's another thing. Don't try to take note. Don't take offense to some things because people just be ignorant. But it's like we get hate. We it's like small nerdcore already gets a lot of hate, man. It's kind of just how it is. We don't
Yeah, but
like
I
it.
definitely say we've been improving since then.
Fuck bin.
Yeah. All right. I'm not gonna say all that because not everybody is a
That's what I'm
victim.
saying.
It's
All
not
that.
not
I
like not
know.
everybody is like that, but it's just some particular people like and I'm not gonna say their names because I don't want to start hearing people saying like start controversy and stuff like that because we already have enough issues as it is in the nerdcore community because a lot of drama in here starts for no reason and it's just be off of something really small and minor that doesn't really involve a lot of people, but they make it bigger. So that's the one thing I kind of dislike about the nerdcore community is like the fans start to do some things, and I'm not saying everybody does it, but sometimes it can be taken out of proportion. A lot of people judge people before they ever even talk to them because I know like
Yeah.
there's certain artists such as versus soundtracks. I'm gonna use him as a prime example because he's experienced it the most. Where his name is mentioned, but he's never involved. Like I'm in his collective, and I've literally sat here in his Discord all day with him before. He does nothing but chill and just like make music. Like literally, every time you get on a call with him, he's either playing Vanguard or making music. That's all he's doing. And now I'm seeing weirdness. What the heck are you doing? Let me focus on the interview for a second. I just turned around to the right and I saw my girlfriend dancing crazy.
Oh
Oh
no.
my god.
Hey,
Um,
OJ's girlfriend.
I don't know
Hi.
what's going on.
I would just say that.
They said hi.
Speaking
I didn't
of
say hi.
relationships, my
AC said
girlfriend.
hi.
Speaking of relationships, Jay, literally my girlfriend texted me saying that.
Awful.
Hello.
Oh.
But yeah. Aside from that, we'll always get hate. That's just how being an artist is. We'll get hate. But I just want to say before anything, because this is an important message. That I just don't judge nobody if you don't know 'em. Like I'm gonna be real with
Thanks.
you. Like if you don't know them or you haven't seen them how they act, or if you never even talked to that person, like don't start judging off of that because a lot of people have gone through something for a whole year and don't know the backstory behind it. Like I'm not saying like they've always been the most calm person, but I'm not gonna sit here and say they haven't. I'm gonna sit here and say they haven't done anything. Like they really haven't. So please, if it's really not your issue and you have nothing to do with it and you're just hating, please stop. It doesn't make sense to keep.
Yet again,
You're
that's
just trying to
life.
start stuff at that point. That's life, but
Yeah,
just
that's not
saying,
the
and
only issue with that.
I mean, it's like it's life, man. But then again, really, if you don't know the person, just like especially in this nerdcore community, I don't care if if this happens in real life, that's just real life. But this is like where we don't even like a lot of people don't even talk to each other for real. We just type on the computer. Like the computer doesn't make you invincible. There's people in the nerdcore community that will pull up on you. They're not afraid to.
Literally.
We witnessed it for ourselves before, man. It's not funny. They will pull up on you just to fight, and it really shouldn't even be about that life. But because it's first off, it's nerdcore. I'm not gonna sit here and say we're like it's not a lesser genre, but it's not a genre
it's
to really
not.
get serious over for because it's about anime, like anime games and stuff. It's not that serious.
Yeah, like
Like,
stuff that's
but when you
like wow.
like, it's really inappropriate and it's uncalled for. So I don't know if like y'all ever had to deal with somebody like that or before or something like that. I know me and Sue have because trust me, they came in my server.
Facts.
They came into like every nerdcore server possible. Not just to hate on us, but they just came in our server to say some out of pocket stuff. Like for instance, Snuck is a prime example of something that happened that was out of pocket. Like I get a lot of people don't like Snuck. But one time a dude came in my server off of I don't even know what this was about. I think it was a rap battle against Snuck and I can't remember how to pronounce his name.
Roxium?
Zerexium.
Yes,
Zeroxium.
okay. Yeah, Zeroxium. Yes, someone came in here and said he's a pedophile in my server. Start cussing him out, called him Ching Chong and all that stuff because he's Japanese. But I'm like, bro, that's extremely uncalled for, racist, and inappropriate. Why are you here? And he's like, I don't have any issues with you. You're good, Jay. You carried his song. I'm like, are you talking about the Zero thing? I don't even remember my verse, low key. I'm going to keep it real with you. If like Snuck reminds me what my verse
That
is
man
all the
said I don't
time.
remember his.
Like, but that's how disappointed of my verse I was because I was kind of rushed, low key. But in all honesty, I was taking a long time because I had so many features. So it kind of made sense. But yeah, like I don't like that disrespectful stuff. Kind of irritating.
Moral of the story,
It
people,
is.
don't hate on people. If you don't like it, then
Yeah,
just keep it to
and
yourself. Let them go about your day or some shit.
right.
Because it's just
Like
gonna
it
make
has
you.
nothing like your life. Yeah, because your life doesn't revolve around them, so you can literally leave them alone. If you don't like them that much, don't mess with them. It's just like that's
Never
whatever.
know,
We're
like,
not gonna
Facts.
judge you. Like we're not gonna sit here. Like if you don't like somebody, that's fine. You can keep that to yourself though, unless like something happens like that's actually a serious matter that happened between you and that person. Not saying somebody else and that person, you and that person. That's all I gotta say.
But I'm gonna just say this right now. Speaking of Snuck, I still remember on my birthday, man just came in my fucking stream, just to say some shit. I still remember that. I was yet again.
Oh
I'm so,
yeah,
Yeah.
when we came, because we were all on a group call when that happened. we were like literally on Discord looking at the tier list. You just like he was making a tier list and we just happened to be on the call with him. We were just like working on it together. Um, then we got to you, man, and you just happened to be streaming, and we was like, "Yo, let's hop on the stream." And I'm like, "Okay, bet, let's do it." And so we happened to see you there, and then it just so happens that you be on Snuck's name making a tier list yourself, and you put him down lower than Dan, and we was like, "Snuck, how you feel?"
hold
Like,
on,
how you
let
feel,
me
man?
check the chat. I'm pretty sure this man's is somehow in my stream, like hearing this shit. I wouldn't be surprised.
Hold up, I want to just see like if he's actually in there. Hold up, real
Nah,
quick,
he's
I
not
want to
in
see
there.
this.
He's not in there.
I would have been dying if you, but
Oh my god.
yeah,
But still,
it just so happened. But yeah, it's a weird. It was just very odd timing. It was just such ironic. We joined that story.
it was perfect. And
Oh my god.
because he's starting to like rapping now. I didn't force her, but I'm pretty sure you know who Kiri is, Jay, because
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yes, his cap a tier list. Oh my god. I'm sorry.
yeah,
I
Half
don't
of a
I
tier
think
judge.
list.
like, I don't know, like
I'm not gonna
mine's
catch
been
you. I never judge it.
like,
Yeah, like I don't judge nobody's taste in music at all. But we can sometimes know when you're capping.
hey, that's Kiri for you. He kind of weird, but like my
Man,
girlfriend,
Yeah, we know. Well, I can start off. Well, I'd say
Oh,
always make sure that when you're making songs that you do what you want to do with the song. Don't force yourself to do things that you don't feel like you want to do with this with your own track. Always do what you feel is right for your own songs because at the end of the day, it is your music. So do as you wish with your own songs. And secondly, equipment when you first start out shouldn't matter as much because at the end of the day, not everyone can afford or get expensive as equipment, which is definitely fine.
oh,
Like you
most
do not have to
definitely.
start off with having the craziest equipment of all fucking
Like,
time. Like
bro, I got
I didn't start off with that.
I got this USB mic that doesn't even go to the stand. Like, bro.
Hey, yo, listen. You know, I'm gonna turn on.
Literally, like
What's
you don't have to start off
I don't
that
give a
way.
fuck. If my camera can turn the fuck on, thank you. There we go. There you go, people in the
Oh my
fucking.
God, is that what JC looks like? Oh
You've
my
seen my
goodness, I have
face
never
before.
thought I'd see this. Oh, I have.
Alright,
I have
let me see.
never seen your face before. Bro, I
Bruh,
am
you've
genuinely
seen my face
surprised.
before. It was in Brian's server. Wait, were you in the VC and
This
when you got over
man,
playing Smash Bros?
I haven't seen your face though. I
Yeah.
haven't
that
seen
was
your face though.
you? I didn't even realize that was you, bro. I remember you.
Well, it's because I had
What?
long hair. My hair was longer. Dang. But yeah, man, you ain't alone with the USB mic.
Like, USB mics aren't bad necessarily.
Yeah.
Not like the best for music,
They're,
so to
they're
speak.
not
Like,
the
they're not
best.
bad, but they're not the best. Better to have it. Yeah, I don't have a lot of equipment. Like, as you can see, I'm in the middle of my living room.
And I'm in my fucking
Like, this,
bedroom. This is where I make my trash ass music.
like, being in your bedroom is better than being in the middle of the living room. People just don't walk in like that. Like, there's like
I agree with
usually there will be usually a child on me if you ever see me on a regular day. Like, there would be a child climbing up my back or someone hitting me for some odd reason, or my stepsister looking in the camera like,
My lord.
like it's just the weirdest thing ever. And it's just like, but and also my room. I slightly moved my computer recently. Kind of helps with the change of scenery. I'm about tired of looking at a gray wall every time.
Yeah, you're a change of scenery.
Yeah, like right now I'm sitting diagonal from my computer, and it just kind of helps. I can see outside easily. And my little setup right here. I wish I had a studio, so I could
We all
record
wish we had a
piece.
studio, let's be honest.
Yeah, at
Trust
least
me, yeah, we all
I
wish
just
we had like real
I
studio.
at least for my own room where I can just like record without having like a child running and screaming at the top of his lungs like re-kid and just like all in my ear while I'm trying to record. Like, bro, one time I was recording for a song that me and Sue were going to do. I'm not even sure if we're still doing it anymore, but
Or
all right, cool. Where my family was in the adjacent room, just super loud, and like usually my mic wouldn't pick that stuff up, but it did. So that just shows how loud they are.
They try to
So
achieve
Yeah,
Super
that day.
Saiyan.
the mic was like, I'm tired, man.
that
That day the mic was like, I'm tired today, man.
was-
I don't really care.
I
I'm tired today.
like I always gotta record whenever they're like quiet or like in the like further in the room and not as loud as they were that day. Um, or like I pull a Breton boy and put myself in the booth. Yeah,
The
just
booth.
cover myself with my comforter because it's kind of thicker. It most definitely helps with the quality of my mic because my mic isn't necessarily bad. It's just the fact I'm in a large room. So whenever I record, it echoes, kind of the natural reverb of the room. So it kind of just sucks. This man just slid his thing all the way over, and it was so like crisp to the ear too. It's just like it was just like, hold on, let me take this off. Just like,
Jesus
hold
Christ.
on,
Y'all got
hold on, I got you, I got you,
smooth y'all's
I got you,
mics.
I got you.
Oh
a little
no,
bit-
not this fucking reverb.
Yo, you're gonna, bruh. I'm so fucking making that shit a. Not just what you did, Jay, but just.
Every intro of the video, just Just slide the mic over like that.
Oh god. But back to the advice thing. That equipment doesn't matter, obviously. USB mics work. If you're using your phone, Elena, that's her name. If y'all didn't know, but yeah, it doesn't fucking matter. I literally, like Jay said, he made his songs on his phone. I'm still making. It doesn't fucking matter what you use, as long as like you have a decent. It's good.
Like look at like Chris Craig when he was on the original Anime Volume Cipher. No, but mic quality was bad because he recorded on his phone. If you know who Dripstick is, who is a member of Loop, he also records on his phone. I don't know if y'all knew that because of how
Exactly.
crisp his stuff sounds, but that's just how it is. He literally makes fire tracks off of just that alone. So
Yeah, man, you don't have to have like super expensive shit to make really good music.
yeah, like don't get me wrong, it'd be cool to have all that cool stuff, but there's two issues with that. One, money. So
Money.
we don't have that, and two, you got to know how to use it, and it's like
Hard.
we don't have a DPS Fable setup, nothing like that, because you know they setups be kind of complex. I be looking at it like
I'm looking at fucking
I be looking at they stuff like
space shit, dead ass.
I be like, bro, are y'all going to space, my G? Like we about to
At this
discover
point, I wouldn't be
Mars?
surprised. They're gonna make some random shit in space.
Bro, like I'm not like I be looking at they setup like I don't even know how to use half of this stuff. I don't even know they use all that stuff at the time.
I mean,
they
I
must
do know
have
how to
to,
use
so
that
you
stuff
buy
because
it.
I've done it before. It's just like, yeah, it's like that's like expensive shit though. It really is expensive.
Yeah,
Like
you
to
gotta
like
have
use
to
all
do
that type of stuff.
Yeah, you gotta get really good at trying to balance everything out. We don't have that yet because one, we're not monitored. Two, only one of us has a job, but my job is not like super like, oh, you get big money on a daily basis. Make it rain on you. No, I got like I got like a 4 to 5 hour day job depending on the day. Like honestly, I get paid $8 an hour currently. I'm about to get paid 11 once I take this drug test.
Let's go.
But it's honestly like not that bad. It's just like you just gotta save up. It just takes time, honestly. Got any more questions for us, bro?
This is just a okay.
well,
This is the
yeah.
final question. This is really stupid, but fuck it. A lot of my, aside from like can't speak, but I told my friends about you guys, and they were wondering, hey yo, how did you meet these?
So
Basically off of just Discord and just like servers and such.
if you want to know a complete detail how me and at least but if you want to because that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With my
the thing is,
But-
like, we all met each other at different times and days or something, and different platforms. I met Jay in Alex's server when y'all were, I don't know what the heck, you were with him and Masquerade, right? I think
when you say asking how like all of us met, like all of us smaller nerdcore is in general, or just like me personally, me and Stu?
that too, if you want to, but like the three of us can. Yeah, like I met Jay via Alex's server, and Tsuyo followed me on Twitter, and I DM'd him saying thanks and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how literally me and you met. It's like off of a VC off of Alex's server. We were chilling. I don't remember if we was that day we were playing Among Us because I never trust playing Among Us with Alex again because that man be low-key creeping behind you and ready to kill. Always killing me first.
Damn.
But like I swear he always be coming for me. But yeah, that's literally how I met you. But if y'all curious about how me and Sue met, honestly, it was just a random encounter. I don't remember which
it was
server
so
we were
random,
in.
mind you.
Yeah,
we
'cause
were I think we were in your server actually.
Oh yeah, we
or
were.
maybe Dan's. I don't remember.
I think it was.
Yeah,
I think
probably
it
your
was,
server, I think.
Yeah, I think because I think Aiden invited you to my server, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he sure did. Aiden invited me, and then it was like me, you, Dan, and Aiden. That's how we had met.
Yeah, and then it just turned. I'm like, yo,
And then
it's like we just
Aiden had
started
me on a
talking.
track with him.
Yeah, because I was originally he asked
Yeah.
me to do the hook, and then Tsuyo came in. Like, all right, I never heard of him, and I never heard his music, but Aiden spoke highly of him, so I trusted he make a good
Yeah.
verse. So I basically that's how I kind of met Sue. Low key, we just started off roasting each other. I thought he was
Literally.
like I low key thought
He
he
thought I
was
was white.
a white dude. I thought he was white because of his voice. Not gonna cap. Then when he turned on his camera, I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, why are you
My
blacker than me?
like bro, mind you, I sound white as I talk because I'm very proper about it, but when I'm like rapping, I don't sound white at all.
It's literally his
It's
tone
weird.
of voice that makes him sound white. I
Easy.
don't know why he keeps thinking it's because he's
Yeah.
proper. I seen a black person speak
It
proper,
is because
and I
I'm
can tell they're
proper.
black.
The
Like,
way
I
you
can't
said
tell,
it, my
bro.
guy.
I'm not even trying to be racial about it. Like, bro, like I've seen. It's just like it's just weird. It's a weird thing that a lot of people can notice in the difference. Like it's just with Tsuyo. I really did think he was white at first. Then he ended up being blacker than me by like 12 shades. Um,
That's bullshit. But
but
How could
yeah, that's literally how we met. We just met roasting each other like for fun, and then we roasted Dan, and then
the
Dan made me
youngest.
record a hook. Yeah, we were just making young people jokes at him, like, man, go sit in the corner, drink some apple juice or something. Like this is the common just normal
Yeah,
roast.
we be roasting each other a lot, man.
Yeah, this is a normal thing. Like no matter time, every time, even now when we get on VC, all you hear is our whole cap, like just us capping on each other. Like, bro, we come for Trey, we come for Jacob, we come for everybody. Like it just don't matter where you could be doing nothing. You could be sitting there muted. I be coming for Henry Jones all the time. Like I don't care. Look, if you get caught lacking, you get caught lacking. Just know that I'm a roast you.
that was the final question. So we're gonna go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you to everyone that joined, and thank you Suyo and Jay for joining me on this thing. This is pretty cool.
No problem.
No problem, bro.
God.
So,
had
do
to
you
do
guys have
that.
any closing
I had to
words
do it
before
one
we
time.
end the stream?
Make that the thumbnail.
I say
Let me get
that
the pose one more time.
honestly, I'm glad to do this interview, man. It's very, very great that you had me on here, my boy Jay, my brother Jay. You know what I'm saying? And I hope we could inspire you with our words and our words of wisdom from 15 to 17-year-old kids. I'm not 15, but I'm 16.
Actually,
but
I'm about to be
Jesus
18.
Christ, both
So
of you
you're
are,
kind of younger.
Jesus
Fuck it,
Christ, both
whatever.
of you are older than me. I'm 15.
Yeah, I'm about to turn 18 actually next Tuesday. So
Damn, that's crazy.
Damn, I gotta buy him nothing.
yeah, that's true. I'm okay with that actually. As long as y'all remember my birthday, I'm perfectly
Yeah.
fine with that.
I'm gonna
I
remember your
rarely get
birthday.
anything
Yeah, we will. Trust
nowadays.
me, we will.
Okay.
Trust me.
You want to say anything, Jay?
Right, but Jay, you go ahead.
I just want to say thank you for letting me get on this, man. This is just fun.
Thanks, this is fun.
Got me and my brother on here, bro. Trust me, I'm pretty sure you just got one of us at, we would all be like, it would kind of be dry, low key.
Low
This is
key.
what
That's
happens
why
when
I-
you
it's
I'm
been
trying
hard.
to like have more than one person because I've actually known past interviews that I've done with like a bunch of my other people. That's why I try to have like at least 1, 2, or 3. One like the
Yeah,
audience
like-
can get to spice things up.
Like I'm not gonna cap to you. If for certain people it's okay to do 1-on-1, like with Ghost. If you were just having a 1-to-1 conversation with you, I'm just gonna let you know now. He's gonna make the most mess. He's gonna make funny jokes the whole time.
Make the most out of it.
Like he'll make the most out of it. He'll make a whole conversation. He's more of a conversation. Like
I
we'll
gotta
sit.
take
We'll
a
just
shit.
answer. Bro, that's something
So,
we
like-
didn't need to know. This is a type of, this is a
Look,
me.
I gotta
type
go
of
use the
comment.
bathroom. I gotta end the stream now, man. I gotta use the bathroom, man. I gotta go.
Oh shit!
Just go.
Okay, thank you guys
Are
so
we
much for
still
watching. The
streaming?
one anime juice JCB is the name, and interviews the game. All right,